I'm going to continue reading Mindfulness in Plain English. Chapter 1 continues. The essence of our experience is change. Change is incessant. Moment by moment, life flows by and it's never the same. Perpetual alteration is the essence of the perpetual universe. A thought springs up in your head and half a second later it's gone. It's gone. In comes another one and that's gone too. A sound strikes your ears and then silent. Open your eyes and the world pours in, blink and it's gone. People come into your lives and they leave again. Friends go, relatives die. Your fortunes go up and they go down. Sometimes you win and just as often you lose. It's incessant. Change, change, change. Not two moments ever the same. There's not a thing wrong with this. It's the nature of the universe, but human culture has taught us some odd responses to this endless flowing. We categorize experiences. We try to stick each perception, every mental change in this endless flow into one of three mental pigeonholes. It's good or it's bad or it's neutral. Then according to which box we stick it in, we perceive within a set of fixed habitual mental responses. If a particular perception has been labeled good, then we try to freeze time right there. We grab onto that particular thought, we fondle it. We hold it, we try to keep it from escaping. When that does not work, we go all out in an effort to repeat the experience which caused that thought. Let us call this mental habit grasping. Over the other side of the mind lies the box labeled bad. When we perceive something bad, we try to push it away. We try to deny it, reject it, get rid of it any way we can. We fight against our own experience. We run from pieces of ourselves. Let us call this mental habit rejecting. Between these two reactions lie a neutral box. Here we place the experiences which are neither good nor bad. They are tepid, neutral, uninteresting, and boring. We pack experience away in the neutral box so that we can ignore it and thus return our attention to where the action is, namely our endless round of desire and aversion. This category of experience gets robbed of its fair share of our attention. Let us call this mental habit ignoring. The direct result of all this lunacy is a perpetual treadmill race to nowhere, endlessly pounding absurd pleasure, endlessly fleeing from pain, endlessly ignoring 90% of our experience, then wondering why life tastes so flat. In the final analysis, it's a system that does not work. No matter how hard you pursue pleasure and success, there are times when you fail. No matter how fast you flee, there are times when pain catches up with you. And in between those times lies so boring you could scream. Our minds are full of options and criticisms. We have built walls all around ourselves and we trapped with the presence of our own likes and dislikes, we suffer. Suffering is a big word in Buddhist thought. It's a key term and it should be thoroughly understood. The Pali word is dukkha, and it does not just mean the agony of the body. It means that deep, subtle sense of unsatisfactoriness which is a part of every mind moment and which results directly from the mental treadmill. The essence of life is suffering, said the Buddha. At first glance, this seems exceedingly morbid and pessimistic. It even seems untrue. After all, there are plenty of times when we are happy, aren't there? No, they are not. It just seems like that. It just seems that way. Take any moment when you feel really fulfilled and examine it closely. Down under joy, you will find that subtle, all-pervasive undercurrent of tension. That no matter how great this moment is, it's going to end. No matter how much you just gain, you are either going to lose some of it or spend the rest of your days guarding what you have got and scheming how to get more. And in the end, you are going to die. In the end, you lose everything. It's all transitory. Sound pretty bleak, doesn't it? Luckily, it's not at all. It's only sound bleak when you view it from the level of ordinary mental perspective. The very level of which treadmill mechanism operates. Down under that level lies another whole perspective, a completely different way to look at the universe. It's a level of functioning where the mind does not try to freeze time, where we do not grasp onto our experience as it flows by, where we do not try to block things out and ignore them. It's a level of experience beyond good and bad, beyond pleasure and pain. It's a lovely way to perceive the world, and it's a learnable skill. It's not easy, but it's learnable. Happiness and peace, though, are really the prime issue in human existence. That's what all of us are seeking. This often is a bit hard to see because we cover up those basic goals with layers of surface objectives. We want food, we want money, we want sex, possession, and respect. We even say to ourselves that the idea of happiness is too abstract. Look, I am practical. Just give me enough money and I will buy all the happiness I need. Unfortunately, this is an attitude that does not work. Examine each of these goals and you will find they are superficial. You want food. Why? Because I am hungry. So you are hungry. So what? Well, if I eat, I won't be hungry and then I will feel good. Aha, feel good. Now there's the real item. What we really seek is not the surface goals. They are just means to an end. What we are really after is that feeling of relief that comes when the thirst is satisfied. Relief, relaxation, and an end to the tension. Peace, happiness, no more yearning. So what is this happiness? For most of us, the perfect happiness would mean getting everything we wanted, being in control everything, playing scissors, making the whole world dance in jig according to our whim. Once again, it does not work that way. Take a look at the people in the history who have actually held this ultimate power. These were not happy people. Most assuredly, they were not men at peace with themselves. Why? Because they were driven to control the world totally and absolutely, and they could not. They wanted to control all men, and there remain men who refused to be controlled. They could not control the stars. They still got sick. They still had to die. You can't even ever get everything you want. It's impossible. Luckily, there's another option. You can learn to control your mind, to step outside of this endless cycle of desire and aversion. You can learn to not want what you want, to recognize desires, but not to control by them. This does not mean that you lie down on the road and invite everyone to walk all over you. It means that you continue to live a very normal-looking life, but live from a whole new viewpoint. You do the thing that a person must do, but you are free from that obsessive, compulsive drivenness of your own desires. You want something, but you don't need to chase after it. You fear something, but you don't need to stand there quaking in your boots. This sort of mental culture is very difficult. It takes years, but trying to control everything is impossible. And the difficult is preferable to the impossible. Wait a minute though. Peace and happiness isn't what civilization is all about. We build skyscrapers and freeways. We have paid vacation, TV sets. We provide free hospitals and sick leaves, social duties, social security and farewell benefits, and welfare benefit. All of that is aimed at providing some measure of peace and happiness. Yet the rate of mental illness climbs steadily, and the crime rate rises faster. The streets are crawling with delinquents and unstable individuals. Stick your arms outside the safety of your own door, and somebody is very likely to steal your watch. Something is not working. A happy man does not steal. A man at peace with himself does not feel driven to kill. We like to think that our society is exploiting every area of human knowledge in order to achieve peace and happiness.